me put you on game. Talking about the beauty and the struggle and the pain. Speaking on adversities and gain along the way. Showing real love and uplifting names. On game, let me put you on game. Talking about the beauty and the struggle and the pain. Speaking on adversities and gain along the way. Showing real love and uplifting names. On game, let me put you on game.
How you doing? How you doing, man? We're back with another episode of Put You On Game. First things first, man. Y'all make sure to subscribe to Put You On Game podcast to get all updates, all everything. Merch coming soon. Website coming very soon. So y'all subscribe right now to stay tuned to everything that's coming on with Put You On Game. Now, I have another special guest with me. Put You On Game alumni. Y'all should Put You On Game alumni. Now, some people wear titles, others live through purpose. And today's guest is somebody who's building her story from the ground up, authentically, unapologetically, and with intention. A lot of people first got introduced to her as everybody's favorite RDG, regular girl, letting the world into her journey through her own lens, turning everyday moments into something people could actually feel. But what makes her stand out isn't just the content, it's the transparency, it's evolution, and the soul behind it all. She's a neo-soul artist and a songwriter whose music comes from a real place. Earlier this year, she released her EP, Back to Life, the project was rooted in healing, growth, positivity, and self-discovery. Her sound isn't just made to entertain people, it's meant to reach people, to remind them they can grow through what they go through. And she's not stopping there. She's also the host of the Authenticity Lab, a platform centered around real conversations, real creativity, and real people. On top of all of that, she's a respected leader in the project management field by day, balancing creativity, structure, passion, and purpose all at once. If that wasn't enough, she also holds a BS in biology along with a graduate certificate in public health. Proof that her mind is just as powerful as her artistry. She represents what it looks like when intelligence, creativity, healing, leadership, and authenticity all exist in one person. This is more than an artist, more than a creator, more than a podcast host. This is somebody building legacy through purpose. So everybody, please welcome the intro queen, my friend, my dog, Raven. Hey, girl,
that was so good. You know, sometimes like when you in the thick of life and you really like doing the stuff, you don't realize like how much you've already done. And so that was amazing. You should keep that up. That was so tea. That just reminded me of how far I've come.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And you did that though. That's you.
That was really good.
That's you, man. Hey, Raven, she did my intro, y'all. I have the best intro in the game. No intros fucking with mine. I don't fuck Power. I love Power. I love you, 50. But ain't no mess with my intro.
But you can hire me though, 50 if you need something.
Hey, get at it now. Get at it now. Thank you. So, man, what's some of your goals you hoping to accomplish in 2026?
2026? I really want to focus on, so I'm really focused on music this year. That's been the main focus of rolling out something that I can really be proud of when it comes to the EP that I dropped. And also I'm trying to pay down some debt right now, but I think the most important conversation is I had a conversation with my brother's friend during his like graduation and whatnot. And I have a really hard time setting goals. That's why I knew he was going to ask me something about these damn goals, because you always ask me every time I see him. And I was like, I really don't understand goals. Only because my mind changes, like my emotions change with the moon.
Yes.
Whenever the moon changes, I change. Sometimes the goal changes, sometimes month to month, just depending on how I feel. And I do need to work on that.
But I think, to not to cut you off, but I think when the goal is just like, what is the overall view of what you want to do? Like, even though your feelings change and your mind changes, but it's like, what's something that's consistent? What's the one thing that's consistent between your mind and your feelings? type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think these days, and just overall, is impact.
Gotcha.
And I think, how can I be the most impactful? And I think something that I'm really wanting to understand is how to finish things. So what do I have the time to finish right now? What do I have the capacity and time to finish? And what makes more sense? For example, when I was having a conversation with my brother's friend, he was like, when it comes to wanting to pay down some credit card debt, if you have $20,000 of credit card debt, you are stressing yourself out trying to figure out how you're going to get that $20,000 out the fucking way. Instead, you have to play the game of the credit card people or whoever, the bureau, whoever. So if you have to get down to 30% utilization, let's focus on that first.
Gotcha.
So let's figure out what that 30% of that 20,000 looks like, and then set that goal. And then once you get down to that 30% utilization, then we'll figure out the rest.
Right.
But don't overwhelm yourself with things that you just genuinely don't have capacity or understanding of just yet. But also understanding that you know something that you want to do, you want to pay down the debt. What is more realistic in the time that you're in with the bills that you already have? 30% utilization. Focus on that for now.
Gotcha.
So my whole thing is impact. And the main thing that I wanted to focus on this year was music and putting myself out there a lot more and just learning more about the industry and how it moves now. And so I'm looking forward to like more performances and truly creating a project centered around my EP. And I'm hoping I'll be able to do that by December, hopefully even by my birthday. Because I was thinking about doing like a release party, or just even, or not a release party, a listening party for my EP.
Yes.
And so that is the main focus, just genuinely trying to figure out how I can be as impactful as possible while also getting into like the music side of me and like what it is that I want out of music. Do I want to keep pushing this to an industry level, or do I want to push this in a way of like, I've been thinking more so about songwriting. The money's good there. But also, and I could do both, but I also don't mind. I also like community. I like network. I like proximity. I want to be in the rooms with individuals that can further my career. And I will always be impactful because I know if at least me, I would hope to create a safe space for artists who feel like to feel like they're an everyday person, to where that they can always use me and I can always use them, of course, in a positive way. But I don't know. I'm more so focused on networking and proximity. I don't care too much about being the famous person.
Me too.
I'll be known. I need to be known by people who care for me.
Because the reason why I say that, because fame just comes with the territory.
That's fair.
If you could remove the fame, I'm with you 100%. I get it. But it just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to sacrifice how great you are because of the fame part. I don't want, it just comes with it.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean,
but you're very intentional. So, right. So like the fame you would get recognized for would be for good positivity. The intent would be there. And
that can honestly just come from, I don't know how big God's plans are for me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm only going based off of what I can see right now.
Gotcha.
And so if that fame comes, that's fine. I'll know how to carry it. Mm-hmm. But until then, it's like all I know is what I see. Mm-hmm. And I just know that with anything, I would be carried into great things and a great light. And if the fame comes, that'd be fine. At least they'll be impacted in the meantime.
Gotcha. So let's get into it, man. So a lot of people first knew you as everybody's favorite regular degular girl, or RDG. When did you realize your story was actually impacting people beyond just content?
It was honestly when I started going out and people started calling me RDG. I was literally, my first video, it was like, I started off my tag as, "What's up, y'all? It's your regular degular girl trying to make an impact on the world." And from there, it just kept going. Now, when I first started doing my videos, I was dating somebody and they felt like I was doing too much. Like they felt like my personality was just like, girl, you don't act like that. But I was like, I do actually act like that. You just don't like me. So when I was doing it, I kind of just stopped. And then when we broke up, like I started doing them again. And it was all about just using your free will, like have a good time. I was going to different places. I'm a very adventurous girl. So I really like to enjoy like all the things that Atlanta has to offer, whether it's a football game, a tailgate. Y'all gonna come with me because I be everywhere and I have a good time. And I also had videos where it's just like, I'm not feeling great today, so I'm come along and see how I take care of myself. I think people just really enjoyed coming into my own world because I bring a lot of people with me already. And so just to see it, I think people really enjoyed that aspect. So it really wasn't until I started going out, like literally going out, seeing people that I always see and realize that they supported me. Like it was to the point I stopped making videos and it was like, girl, that's crazy. Like, I don't know why you would stop making videos. They really wanted to see what was next for me or where I was going because I was going in so many different places, different avenues. I didn't even know was possible. But it was just genuinely because I loved creating. I was making YouTube videos for that. So it was very interesting to see like people be like, RDG, like what's going on? What you doing next? Like they love that.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you build your brand around being authenticity, right? That's why you build your brand. In a world where people fake so much online, was there ever pressure to water yourself down to fit in?
Like never.
Okay.
Never. Also, if I was around people like that, I'd probably just not talk to them. I'm a Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. If we're not connected and my love for you runs deep, whatever you saying don't even resonate with me. Like, whatever. Okay? That's how you feel about yourself. And also, if anybody ever tried to, like, water me down, I'd try to be like, are you okay? Like, is you good? But... no, I've never felt watered down. If anything, I probably felt unappreciated for who I was. But I mean, you always get out of those situations. Thank you, Jesus. So
absolutely. So your EP Back to Life feels very personal, right? Healing driven.
It's too personal.
What season of your life inspired that project?
Dang. I was just down. I was so down. I was a down girl. Like I moved into my apartment. It was like when I moved into my apartment, just coming into myself and like really understanding that I'm the person that was going to make this stuff happen. I think it was just a season of my life where I had to learn that things were happening in life and they weren't happening to me. And I take a lot of hits. I mean, I take a lot of things personal. I'm doing better these days, but I was in a season where I was taking life personal. I was taking anything that anybody did to me or towards me or that affected me personal. My feelings was hurt.
Like personal in what kind of way though? Like, was it like just your feelings towards the individual, or was it just like your feelings toward yourself?
Both.
Damn.
Like a lot of the songs were made or like written in a time where like I either was parting ways from a person, well, really parting ways from a lot of things, because not free will, Count It All Joy was written after I got laid off. Like my role got eliminated. And so I kind of was just like, damn, y'all just let me off like this. Like it was actually kind of, it was fucked up. Or like Alignment Lane. Shit, I wrote that song after I ran into the other woman. It's not funny. My therapist said I gotta stop that. I'm sorry. But I wrote that song after running into the other woman. Like,
oh my God, y'all so petty, man. Oh
rules
my God,
to self-love. Rules to self-love. I wrote that after parting ways from my ex. Like, it was just a lot of moments where I took a lot of things personal, things that I wouldn't have done to other people. And I was like, but how do I overcome this? And I realized that I have a really fragile mental, like I may have a fragile heart. I'm not sure, but I have a very soft and fragile mind for a lot of people, and I had to figure out how to understand that things weren't happening to me; they were just happening in life, and how was I going to move forward as those things happen, because they're going to keep happening. Like, my feelings are going to be hurt. I'm going to be disappointed. Things aren't going to go my way. Business is always not personal. How are we going to move forward? How are we going to make the best out of the situations that we technically did not ask for or we didn't expect to happen? Like, you can't keep feeling like you want to jump off a ledge every time. Like, I was don't nobody know, because I keep that shit pee. But like, my mind sends me through spirals that, like, sometimes I be wanting to give up.
Gotcha.
So in moments where I felt like giving up, those songs were written.
That's real. That's
so
real
yeah.
Shit. Hey, that's the realest. Hey, one thing Raven gonna do, man. She gonna tell you how the fuck she feel. Like she is gonna do that any time of the day. She's gonna tell you how she feels. She's gonna, and it's just gonna be. And she don't care how you feel about it. Like, whatever your opinion is on it, she don't give a damn. Like, she gonna stay on that side. It is what it is.
But it gotta be a good reason. Like, you gotta really. We about to play tug of war, right? We gonna fight for this. So what is it? But no, for real.
I like that though. I really do. So what's something you had to emotionally come back to life from in your own journey?
Come back to life. Come back to life from during this, like, recently, or just?
Oh, just in general. It could be in general.
I'd say my first time getting my heart broken.
Gotcha. That's always the worst, ain't it?
Ooh,
the worst.
I thought the world was ending.
You tell me.
The bricks was tumbling down. Yeah. When I tell you, I never felt nothing like that. Ooh, honey. But I think that's like something that I had to really learn how to get the fuck up. I allowed myself to feel for like maybe a week or two. And I mean, I felt like I stayed in the bed. My mom came. That's why I don't play about my mama. Okay. My mama hugged me. She sat with me. She wiped my tears. She told me everything was going to be okay, despite how difficult sometimes the relationship between me and my mom can be. I always remember how she carried me through that season, and how like I even have like pictures in my phone that like you could see when I decided, okay, I'm about to go outside. I'm about to touch grass. Like, I could see the transition, and then seeing like me making the videos and just being a different individual. Like, that really taught me how to get back up in any situation. Like, I know if I overcame that, I can overcome anything else. Like, that was an interesting time. That was probably the only time I really ever felt pain. Yeah.
Damn. That's deep right here. That's deep.
I'm for real.
Okay. Your music promotes healing and positivity. But who pours back into you when life gets heavy?
Come on. Man, when I tell you, I think recently, the village, my friends, OMG, my friends, people don't understand how important sisterhood is. My Aquarius friends, actually, believe it or not, they are amazing people, because people actually talk crazy about Aquarius, but my Aquarius friends see me. like they see me. Even you actually. You, Paula, the girl who I just got off the phone with, Hania, Alexis, like shout out to y'all for real. Because I remember one day, once again, I be in my head 24/7. My mind never stops unless I'm running. And I got on the phone with her because I was praying. I was like, God, like I just need I need somebody to like, not even somebody, just help me right now in this moment. Like I'm not doing well. And she just called me and I was telling her just how I was feeling about life and all these other things. And then she was just like, I don't like how you talking to yourself. You shitting on your own painting. And I was like, ooh. Because when you put it like that, it's like, girl, why would you want to shit on the Mona Lisa? Yeah. Like, why would you want to do that? And I mean, there's better paintings out there, but I'm just saying. And it was just in that moment, like when people know, it's important to have people who genuinely know you and care about you and understand your patterns and understand who you're becoming and what you want in your life so that they can steer you back on track. Like even my brother, just genuinely the people who care about me, like people who see the greatness in me when I don't see it. Y'all have been, I'm telling y'all don't know. I be praying and God be sending y'all to text me or call me at the right time. I mean, the exact right time. And whenever I pick up that phone, y'all remind me of like, all right, bitch, you felt it. That's cool, but that's not the reality. Like, that's not even the truth. Stop hurting your own feelings. Like, it's okay. Stop shitting on your pain. So definitely just like my friends, but the sisterhood that I have built and the bonds that I have built with my friends, like 10 plus years of friendship, they have truly poured into me and reminded me who I am and also where I'm going, and to not lose sight of those things when my vision is a little blurry.
See, I don't be never know what you be having going on. You know, whenever we link back up, that's when we unpack everything. But I'm just a positive person. You know, I like sending out good stuff. I just, when there's so much bullshit that we see every single day, it's like people need, you know, a breath of fresh air. That's how I look at it, you know? Yeah. And sometimes need to be reminded that, you know, we be struggling, we get up every day. Some of us doing jobs, working jobs that we don't like to do. Some of us are trying every day to make it. Sometimes you need a little message to be like, hey man, I see you. You're doing good. You know what I'm saying? You're that dog. Sometimes you need that, you know? Yeah. And because I didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? And I wish I treat people how I wish people would have treated me. So that's why I do that too. Like, I wish sometimes I check up on me, you know, when I'm podcasting or doing some shit and shit ain't going right. Hey, D, I see you, man. You know, people have to do that. People have been doing that, you know. People have been doing it. I'm not saying that's not true, but I appreciate when people do that to me. So, of course, I'm going to, you know, pass it back. Somebody pour me love, I'm going to pour love to you. We all, you know, and it comes back full circle. Yeah. So that's how I look at life.
Yeah, that's important to know, though, because now I understand why you do it as well. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the biggest misconception people have about women who are creative, educated, and business-minded all at once? So you're educated, a woman who's got a business mind and creative, like that's just an all-around boss baddie, right? Like, what's the misconception about y'all?
Maybe that, I don't know. I'll say for me.
What some people assume about you that's wrong, or something like, some people assume about you that's wrong. Like, a misconception around the baddies.
I feel like, if anything, that I'm independent by choice. Like, I think that's probably one of the biggest things of like, oh, well, she always get the job done. She always does it, so she's okay. And I think that's the most frustrating part because I actually do want the help. I just don't know how to ask for it, or I don't know how to trust other people to help me. And I think I'm learning that now of like, my boyfriend is really good at helping me even though I didn't ask for it, or like even putting in the time to figure out what it. God bless that man's heart. We love you for real, but because he really, I know he be going through it with me. But just the idea that like I do need the help. I do want the advice. I do want to understand. I do want the wisdom. I just sometimes don't know how to ask. Like I'm a busybody because if I sit down, I'm gonna think too much. Just like it's not as seamless as you think it is. I think a lot of people think like I I am, maybe it looks perfect. It looks like I have it going. And I have motion. Don't get that don't get that confused. But the idea that I want to do it by myself is not necessarily true. And the idea that I have it all together and it's perfect is not true. Literally, girl with a butterfly tattoo. You're so light. You're so light on your feet with that chip on on your shoulder. The chip is here. I just wear it well. So I would definitely say the independence by choice and just like understanding that it's not as seamless as you think it is.
Gotcha. Am I right there? So your balance being an artist, a podcast host, entrepreneur, and a leader and project manager, right? How do you protect your mental health while carrying so many roles?
Child, get you a therapist. Like what? Y'all got to take care of yourself. You have to talk to people. I think I started therapy like maybe, I always say this, but I started therapy maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And these days I feel like I'm doing a lot better, but that's because now I go for perspective shifts. When I think I perceive the situation a certain way, I go back to my therapist and I'm just trying to have conversations of like, well, should I have handled this way? Like, was I accurate in the way that I handled myself, or how can I do better in this situation? Like, I'm constantly just trying to figure out at this point, which is not probably the best, but just how I can be better in certain situations. Remind me of that question.
You asked me. Okay, I'm going to go back to it. Okay. So how do you protect your mental health while carrying so many roles?
Yeah. So I'm like genuinely trying to figure out like how I can do better in those situations. But also just sometimes I just need to talk talk about it. And talk to somebody who isn't trying to change how I felt about it, change the reality of what it is or what I experienced. Like I just be going to her to be like, hey girl, this happened to me.
You want to feel validated.
I want to feel validated.
Gotcha.
Because in a world where people don't check up on me, like they'll check up on me when they miss me, but like because I always seem to have it all together sometimes and I am balancing all these things and I'm not always reaching out, which is so understandable because I am a busy girl. I'm an overstimulated girly. I get it. Okay. So being able to have somebody to talk to be validated and just understanding that my experiences are happening, they're not happening to me. That's helping me pour into just like the mental aspect of it all. And also, girl, people been telling me a lot. Well, I'm not calling you girl, but like I be feeling like I'm talking to the girls. But like sometimes people been coming at me like, you always outside this and that third. Yo, I'm trying to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to have fun these days. In the times that we're in, it's kind of like, go outside. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be the club. But go take yourself out somewhere. Go to a Braves game. Go to a basketball game. Have some time with your friends. Have some time with your friends. The guys, go hang out with the guys. Or go hang out with your female friend, whatever. The women, go hang out with the girls. If y'all ain't got no money, go hang out at the crib. Me and my best friend and a couple of our other friends literally linked last night. And she made dinner for us. And we just kiki. And then we had a little dance party. And I was like, this was really good. If I didn't have to go out tonight, I would go home and feel just as great because it was nice to be around them, knowing what we've all experienced within the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see my friend smile and just be okay for a minute, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. So, child, spend time with people who care about you, and also find you a non-biased individual to share your experiences with. Don't necessarily go to them to fix something or change something about you, but go with the idea of just wanting to shift the perspective to a positive light instead of something that it's not so positive. So I'll definitely say those have been very helpful.
Gotcha. Man, you finna get into this game now, man. You ready to get into this game now?
No, the game be scaring me.
How you feeling, man? You scared of us? Let me know.
Okay, come on, let's see.
Know. Okay, go like this. I ask you 5 questions, right?
Okay.
Whichever ones you get right, I'll take a shot. Whichever ones you get wrong, you take a shot. Now, the point of this game is a guessing game, okay? I know you played it before on here. So, hey, give you multiple choice.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever ones, hey, whichever one you think is the right one, pick it. I'm not expecting you to know it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just give me your best choice. I don't remember last time what the score was between us. It might have been 4-2 my way or 3.
No,
3-2. 3-2 my way or something like that. I might have 3 or 4. I don't know. I think I beat you though. I think I beat
you did. I do think you beat me.
I think I beat you. But I actually been losing lately though. Actually, so I'm
trying, I might give you your streak back.
Because cause everybody get on here, I don't know. Like I think I'm gonna lose this game and end up whooping my ass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not falling for nobody tricks. I'm not falling for their tricks. We're not falling for their tricks.
Okay, let's see then.
Okay. First question.
Not you turning around. Okay.
Turning around.
Okay.
No cheating around here.
Okay.
How many top 10 hits does Kanye West have? A, does he have 20? Or B, does he have 21?
Top 10s?
Top 10 hits.
21?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
The laugh is crazy. I already know how this is gonna go. Come on.
Oh my God. Here you go. Do you wanna
you just gave us wine. Yes.
I asked you what you wanted. You said I gave you what you wanted. I'm scrolling so you don't cheat on you.
Damn.
Oh man.
Knowing I gotta go to work.
I got you. I'm pouring that for you. Just to make sure everything good with you. Get you. Yeah. Shut it up, man. Shut it up.
Let me just go ahead and keep this over here, honey.
Yes.
Oh yeah, now I'm about to have it back over there. Okay?
Let's go.
I like this because then you sponsor one day. But it's like, if you keep bringing the bottles, then people gonna want to sponsor you.
That's true. But okay, so question number 2. This is a true or false.
Okay.
Has J. Cole won a Grammy?
Mm-mm.
That's your final answer. Yeah, we got a shook in the booze. Look at Raven over here. She don't know what's going on. We about to get it this time. We about to win this time, baby. I'm feeling good. Let's go.
You said, wait, what's the question?
Has J. Cole won a Grammy?
That's not true or false.
True or false? J. Cole has won a Grammy. It's the same thing.
False.
False. That's your final one?
Yes.
That's wrong.
What the freak? I don't even know nothing about that man.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling good, man. You know what? I'm feeling real good right here.
You weren't even answering the questions. It's your turn.
I'm feeling good. That was my turn. You know what? Somebody else, I had my last guest on here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Casey. She a hairstylist for Tyler Perry Studios and stuff.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, so like Sisters and Tyler Perry
Oh,
shows
cool.
that she be doing like the hair and stuff on there. She real dope too, man. Y'all go follow her. She real dope. But she said the same thing you said. You know, when I come back up here, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, like what?
And then you gotta, if you get it wrong, I said, you know what? I got you. I'm over to that. So you said that. That means you know what? I'm gonna do that for the lemon nuns. I'm gonna do that. Which fashion brand is worth more money? A. Gucci. B. Louis Vuitton.
Like revenue wise, or like they making more money?
Just what's worth more?
I mean, Louis Vuitton would be worth more if you was to resell it. Just in the culture that we're in right now. But Gucci got some good shit. I don't like this game. For indecisive queen, this game is not.
I love when y'all say that. That's how I know my shit hard. When people be like, I don't like this game.
It's just like
that's how I'm supposed to feel. Supposed to be like, ooh.
I'm gonna just go with Louis Vuitton.
You go with Louis Vuitton, and that's your final answer.
Now I want to say Gucci because every time you say is that your final answer, I'm wrong.
Hey, it's up to you. Are you confident or you're not confident in your answer?
I'm never confident in the answer. That's why I don't like the choices. Let's just go with Louis Vuitton. That's my final answer.
Final answer. You got that correct. Okay, you got that right. See, look at you.
I'm looking for the individuality in the city.
Oh, look, see, look. What's funny is, whenever they get it right, they love the game again.
Look, Dave, look at the sun coming out now. Ain't that some BS?
Yeah, it is.
And I gotta go to work. I should call out.
What time you get off for?
8:45. 4:45, 8:45. Anyways.
Yeah. 8:45, 9:40. That's like 5 hours though, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not bad. No.
It is. Ooh.
I real late took the shots.
Y'all see how he had to take the shot and he took the chaser and he took the water?
I took my water and I'm chasing. You know what? He talking shit. I see, hey, look, whenever they win, they want to talk shit. She just over here, oh my God, I don't like the game. The game is slow.
Oh my God.
But now when you win, now you want to talk shit. Got you.
You know?
So now we're going, okay, 4. What Beyonce song came out first? A, Ego, or B, Sweet Dreams? Yeah, before you answer this question, it's very close.
Yeah, because ain't they damn near on the same album?
They are.
Don't piss me off. But Ego was a single though, wasn't it?
Both of them were singles. Come on, baby. Come on.
I'll take Sweet Dreams for 500.
She said she'll take Sweet Dreams, and that's what you locking in right now.
Yes.
That's wrong.
Wait, when did each one come out then?
Oh man, if I'm not mistaken, it was like a month apart. It was. I think this is the album that she dropped in 2008. I think it was 8, if I'm not mistaken. 8 or 9. It was around there.
You be doing some weird detective work.
But I know they it was like a month apart, if I'm not mistaken. But just know that it's
that's enough.
Yeah, man. Yes. Told her, hey man, we already won, so I'm feeling good. If I take a shot, if I don't, I won the game. I got my victory. Yay! Put 2 games back. We back, man. But we love Raven. She know we love her.
That's okay. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I think I might have to invite you back on the podcast. I got something for you. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, last one. How many top 10 hits does Rihanna have? Okay, so shout out Rihanna. You know, shout out Rihanna. A 32, B 33. What we going with?
House Super Clean. Dang, she had that many singles or top 10s?
Yeah, come on now.
That's
we're
good.
not doing that now. Rihanna had a run.
Rihanna had a run, but when you just think about it all, it's kind of like, damn, that's really good. So then sidetrack, how many how many top 10s did Beyonce have?
She actually has more than Beyonce, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Girl, that's why Beyonce be on her ass. Okay.
Actually has more than Beyonce, for sure.
Shit, fuck it. 32?
32.
That's why final answers don't ask me.
You got that right.
It can be a sweet dream or a beautiful night.
Okay, so, hey, I still 3-2.
Oh, yeah.
So I still won that, but you got me, though. You got me 2 shots.
I almost forgot. At least I tried. This time I was really like in my zone.
She did good. You actually did really good, actually.
Yeah.
I'm very proud. You did it twice. You got a good time twice.
Yeah.
Somebody don't even that. I don't like taking shots like that. Gotta have that chaser right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's go. You lucky though. You very lucky. Raven got me.
Period.
All right, let's get back to it. To it. All right.
Ooh.
You move with both logic and creativity at the same time. Do you think that balance is something you were born with or something life forced you to develop?
You came up with these questions, ChatGPT? Oh wow, this is good shit. Ask that question again.
You move with both logic and creativity at the same time. Do you think that balance is something you were born with or something life forced you to develop?
What's your perception of moving with logic when it comes to me?
When it comes to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, logic, what I say, okay, now I gotta bring up what I know about cancers a little bit. Okay, so moving with logic to me is not being impulsive of your emotions. Like, you just thinking like, because your mind, you know what's the right thing to do, but just because sometimes we know the right thing to do doesn't mean we always do the right thing, right? So your mind, you might know, okay, let me leave this alone. But then your heart, you like, no, I gotta get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, and you choose your emotions over what you know is the right thing to do.
You nigga, you.
Yeah, I know a little bit. I do.
When you put it that way, I was born with it. Like, I've been coming up against something lately. I do way too much reflection. I'm a little bit too introspective. It's the Scorpio moon. But I've been coming up against something where it's kind of like some things is just a part of you. We can't spend so much time, child, trying to change a version of ourselves that is within us. Like, it's in you. We can do better at showing up a better version of that. But at the end of the day, child, sometimes that's just who you are. How are you going to make sure it doesn't affect others in the process? And that's what makes you want to do better. At least for me. So when you say, so based on that question, I will say that is something is born with.
You was born with.
I don't think that's something that has developed over time. That's just who I am. But I hope that it doesn't affect others. If it does, I will try my best
But
to
okay,
make better decisions.
let me say this, all right? just us talking, right? Just talking. So within those decisions that you're talking about, right? Like, what if those decisions? Because sometimes those decisions are based on. It could be based on lack of comprehension, right? You may take something somebody said the wrong way, or what you perceive what somebody said the wrong way. Somebody may not meant to say it that way, or they were saying it the way they were supposed to be saying it. You just took it the way you took it, and you form that perspective and stuff, and that becomes the thought. So it's like, when it comes to that, like, do you think it'd be okay to maybe get somebody else's opinion on it before you make a decision?
The only opinion I trust to get to make decisions for myself is my therapist.
Gotcha. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And not to say that there's other people that could possibly give that to me. I just think
People don't feel how you feel.
some people are just biased.
Yeah. But how would you know somebody biased, though? That's the question.
When they're solely on the side of experiences that have already transpired amongst a situation or just a space in life or whatever, they are already focused on the experience that have already been shared with them, that they're not thinking about the now and what could have evolved from then, what could have changed from then. And I think it's important to have someone who is unbiased, of just like, they're only focused on the present and the reality.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
You can only focus on what it is that is controllable and what is reality. That's it. That's how I see an unbiased individual, of like, girl, you, for example, you said you had a dream about something, bitch, but did it happen? Did you see it happen in front of you?
Yeah.
So are we going to go off the dream, or are we going to go off of what is happening now? And I think it can lead some people astray, because it's kind of like, well, are you now telling me not to listen to my own intuition? But it's kind of like, your intuition will lead you to the truth of reality regardless.
Gotcha.
So, although I do go to other people, but I think I can only go to other people when I'm open to sharing my part. And I think I'm open to being vulnerable enough to share that with my therapist, because they're biased. But I am very transparent about me and what I do.
Because some people only tell their side of the story.
Yeah.
Themselves seen.
I don't do that.
And I always say, and I always tell people, if you only give your side of the story, and if you telling your side of the story to make the other person look bad, and you're not telling them what you did, or you minimizing what you did to somebody else, I can't help you. I can't give you the advice that you would need, because I'm only going by based on what you tell me. So if you want to go by based on what you tell me, of course I'm gonna look at that person this way. Of course I'm gonna feel this way about this. Of course I'm gonna tell you that. Of course I'm gonna be on your side. But if you tell me what you did, and I weigh you out, I'm like, you know what? I can see why that motherfucker would do that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I might want to have done that though, but I can see why he would do some shit like that. So I think it's great how you tell both sides of the story. And
that's another thing though. I'm possibly not going to other people because I know I played a wrong part in it. Like, whether it's my tone, whether it's the way that I communicated, whether it's the way that I'm a little bit impulsive with my emotions, I know I'm playing a part. I have to, nowadays I have to sometimes go back and clear up the experiences that I've shared with others, just based on trying to create some space of relatability with others so that they can feel comfortable sharing with me, but also not being very clear about how these things could have been reactions of other things, or just the idea that like I played parts in this too. I wasn't as innocent, or I wasn't this or that. So like sometimes I'll be having to go back to my friend and be like, okay, yeah, but I am a little bit impulsive. I do just be saying anything. I do kind of, my tone when I'm overstimulated is this and that and the third. I know I can do that. And so I'm learning how to just like keep certain things or experiences separate from going back and forth with having conversations with others to feel validated, because it's certain situations to be validated in. And I think you have to be accountable of your actions and just take responsibility that that certain thing wasn't okay. And of course, anyone can be provoked by that.
Gotcha.
So I'm very much so aware. I'm trying to do better, but I was kind of very much so aware this year old. So, well, no, 2025-year-old. So we're learning.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, so do you ever feel like people try to put you in one box, even though your whole life proves you're multi-dimensional? That's some deep questions for your ass today.
Child, I don't get deep questions like this often. So,
so this is the beauty in what you do. You are just so people can relate to you because you just real as fuck. You're gonna speak how you feel, and you're gonna open up to people, and you're gonna tell them what it is. So these are like the best parts of like Ravens that you can relate to unless you're a real one.
I don't ever really feel like I'm in a box until I'm with my family, people I'm related to by blood. Because I have an older brother who technically is the version of multifaceted to my family. I haven't really shared that version of myself until like really last year. And so now people are starting to see me as like, oh, she might be an individual, but I got to see what she's talking about. And I think sometimes when I get around them, they're kind of like, well, you still Janae? Like, you still Little Raven? Like, they see me as the girl who's supposed to go to or finish her biology degree and go to PA school. They see an unfinished business version of me there.
Damn.
And they don't realize that I'm in a self-discovery stage of my life of like, I know that there's more for me that I never really shared with you all. That's none of my business. But I will make sure that you were respected along the way. And if you don't, we don't have to. I have family. They may not be my blood, but they are my foundation. They are the village. And so I consider those people family. So yeah, I probably say I only feel really boxed in by like family, but that's why I don't be hanging with them too much.
Gotcha. Man. Steve. So what inspired you to create the Authenticity Lab, and what does authenticity truly mean to you now?
The Authenticity Lab, it was really just to create a space for the everyday person. Well, it was supposed to create a space for individuals to come and reflect and grow and become better versions of themselves and gain wisdom through relatability, and creating a platform for whoever, like the mayor of Atlanta, the superintendent of the DeKalb County schools, a teacher at Stone Mountain High School or middle school, and bringing them into a space where we're both humans. And you're more than that title. And you're more than just the individual you've built yourself to be. But when we break all those things down and we have to come in our crib and turn on the lights, take our clothes off because we all do it the same way, who do we want to be? And when we leave this room, what type of imprint do we want to leave on the world? I think it's important to continue to have those conversations because purpose is what drives us. And purpose looks different all the time. That's why a lot of people say purpose is you. You don't go find purpose, you are purpose. And I think just creating a space where that reminder is there for anyone and that even the mayor of Atlanta is just as relatable to the person who's in the school, in the classroom, having some type of impact on individuals. And so I just think I wanted to create a space for the everyday person, because we are human. And I think we have to learn how to be open and vulnerable and transparent about things, and give wisdom to those that come after us, and even people that come, or people that come before us, and also people that come after us.
Right.
And so that was really important to me. And also, I really wanted to create a space for me to figure out how to do that in this new season I'm in.
Right.
So yeah, and I really love her. And I took a break because when I first did it, it was the idea of like, well, let me just see what I can do. Once again, doing shit free will. You know what I'm saying? And then I did it, and then people was like, oh, well, where's the rest? And I was like, well, I didn't really think this far. Like, this was one of those things, like how I did with the YouTube channel. Like, I just like creating.
Right.
I like seeing what I can do.
Right.
And then what it is that I feel like I am passionate about, I want to figure out how to finish that. And so I think I just do a lot of exploring first. I like to explore. I like to see what really sticks to me in my heart. And then I have to figure out what it looks like to plan and sit in it and create goals within that. But it has to speak to me. And in that season that I'm in. So yeah, like that was really what the Authenticity Lab was created off of, and that is my little baby. It was supposed to be a lot bigger. It wasn't even supposed to be a podcast. It was really supposed to be like a foundation. A lot of people don't know this, but like I really want to have like a youth center for like younger individuals to come and like start that journey early, and provide like a space where like they can have performing arts or tutoring, anything that is really positive just for the community in general. So I wanted to be able to build off of that and create a safe space for the youth, but also the everyday person. So
that's real. Damn, that's real. That's what's up right there. So what's one lesson you learned the hard way that completely changed how you move today?
One lesson that I learned the hard way? One lesson that I learned the hard way that I have to do what?
That completely changed how you move. Like something like it just happened that she was like, somebody told you, or something that you kind of felt that you knew you was right about, but you didn't make the right decision. And now it completely changed you. Now it's like a monumental moment in your life that kind of changed you, made you say, okay, now I'm not moving like that no more type shit.
I have two things, but I will say this.
Okay, well, listen, man, go ahead. we want to hear you talk, girl. Go ahead. The audience is engaged.
I will say this. I watched a video on TikTok, okay? Her name is Vic, or like Vicky. I think she goes by Vicky or something like that. She posted a video, and it was basically saying like how everybody has a role. Everybody has a role in your life. There's people that sit around and they want to hate something, they want to dislike something. And there's people who will support, there's people who will be the village, there's people that will do this, there's people that will do that. And I think that really set the tone for me of, one, not taking things personal, but two, just genuinely understanding that there are going to be so many moving parts. You can't try to catch it all. You have to figure out what is for you, and you have to only focus on the things that are for you, so that you don't keep pushing back your mindset or just your approach to life based on the roles that weren't even meant to serve you. And also another situation is one of my close friends just experienced just a loss of a loved one. And I was able to just be there for her from when everything transpired, to just the homegoing and everything. And just to be there really taught me how to take more control of my life and understand how precious it is to be here. Before, I was very willing to give up. I will say that. I be willing. I hate to be like that because I feel like people really do see me as a strong individual, and I really am. But there are a lot of times where I don't understand how precious it is to be here and to serve and to be impactful and to do something and have the ability to be able to give the way that we do.
It's that cancer shit.
And no, but for real, like, it is so precious. And to live a life of good character and good faith, and to be loved is something that a lot of us do not get. And I think to see all of that firsthand, it reminded me how important it was to want the things that I've always wanted again. And to understand how to repurpose things in a new way that is relatable to the stage or phase of your life that you're in now. And there's certain things I was just like, just based on what social media has kind of, what I've absorbed from social media and stuff like that, there are certain experiences in life that I just said, fuck it. I don't want to do it anymore. It hurts too much, or it's this or that and the third. But when I was there from start to finish and just experiencing everything, it really showed me that it's important to want these things. It's important to push through these uncomfortable seasons in life and understand that we all have a lifespan. And I just want to figure out how to build endurance to get through that so that I can go to the other side and be proud of that. And just like the legacy that you speak of, like, I want my life again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to try. Like, I want to continue to have faith. I want to push through those things. And I think people don't understand how important it is until you see right in front of you how things can be here and then life is gone. Like, life is gone. Of someone who's lived a life of good character and good faith and just a good heart, despite how anybody else feels about it. And so I think to see that's really changed. Like, this past month and a half, honey, it's been a lot. But I do think to be there and to be present in that moment, it really shifted my perspective on how I should be going about life and how I should continue to just remain faithful. And literally, I was talking to my brother maybe a week ago, and literally actually multiple times within the past 2 weeks, just keep the faith. Just keep the faith. Just keep the faith. Just stay grounded in your faith. And I that's really been like the biggest honey, like, to see my friend go through that was one thing, but it's important. It showed me how important the village is. It showed me how important the sisterhood and the friendship and family and love and just life is. So yeah.
So I experienced that when I came on your podcast a couple months ago. I told you about when I had lost my uncle. Yeah, that's still a very tough thing that's going on in my family. And that's one of the reasons that it was so hard to get this podcast back going. But I'm happy we here though. Season 2 is here and we doing big. I got over 100 views on down there every episode already. Like, it's getting off to a fast start. So thank God for that, for sure. But it was hard even get back to this because of what you said, And then it's not even that. It's just like the things that people don't kind of speak about when it comes to death is like the more time kind of goes by of them not being here, the further apart you kind of feel from them. Like they feel like a distant memory, like somebody you used to know. And it kind of feels very weird in a sense, but it's like, but you have when you love that person so much, so you like, of course you don't never gonna forget them, but it just feel like just a distant memory. Somebody used to know, like somebody at the store. You seen that boy at the store? Like this come just a memory of yours. You know, and I think people don't talk about that part. You know, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with now. Like I still think about Uncle. Of course, there's certain memories, certain songs I hear. Of course, certain everything. He's always gonna be with me. But as time go by, you be like, damn, you know, shit. You know, you just feel like I ain't seen him in a long time.
So I'm curious to know, in times where you do need a reminder of this individual or your uncle, I'm curious to know, how did your uncle impact you, or just like the family dynamic? And how does that show up in like random times when you are like with your family? Are there times where you see that impact?
Yes. He was a cancer.
What?
Absolutely, he was a cancer.
Oh,
so
I
y'all know
love
cancers
that.
always got to be doing something.
wow.
It's just like he always was doing some shit. Like he just always did something. Like never know how to just chill, relax. Like just never know how to, hey man, just chill. Like,
Yeah.
always gotta do something. Like so that part of just not of missing hearing my grandma and my family say, what you want to do now? You know, like what he do? Like not hearing that when you heard that for so long is the part that be like, damn, you know, his presence is missed. Cause you just, you know, just be like, damn, you know, I miss. He used to go over here, and he was always this, and what he do now, like that was always the you know what people said. What Twan gonna do now?
I think that's so cool, because I think that the whole idea of like people that you lose become a distant memory. That's so real, because I lost my grandma during 2019 when I was online, and it was like a time where I wasn't able to be present with anybody. And so nowadays it's like, now I can catch up to the grief. And it's like, damn, I saw a video one day, I was like, dang, I haven't heard her voice in forever. That's crazy. But I asked that question because sometimes it shows up in random moments, like when I get back around my family, or when I just think about old memories of like, that's why we open up our home to anybody. My grandma used to be my cousins, everybody for Christmas. We used to just be all together, and my grandma used to open up her home to us, and that is a sign of love, community. Like sometimes that's a big part of who I am. A big part of how my brother, my mama show up in this world is because of those people that aren't here anymore. And so that's why I asked that question, because I also want us to be very discerning over our own lives and our present life, and understand that they live through us more than we think. But also I think it's important to have that conversation of taking the time out for yourself.
For real.
To give the things that you love to do a break. And tend to yourself. You took care of yourself. And although you are still feeling it.
For sure.
You are able to carry yourself. And you doing it well because the chip's still there. But at the end of the day, it's within you more than you think. You just have to sometimes clear out some things so that you can see it. And the vision isn't as blurry. And
then on top of that, when I hear music, like certain songs that I play, think about him, because certain songs that he liked, that certain albums he liked, that he's the reason why I like certain rappers and stuff, why I know certain things. So absolutely, like it's always moments to make you remind of that person. But I think the part what I told you is that the distant memory part is that's something people don't talk about enough when it comes to, it's like they stay with you, but they just you feel further and further away.
That's real. I think also something that's helped me with that aspect is when I pray, I acknowledge anyone who has lost their lives like recently, or like sometimes I'll even acknowledge my grandma. So it's almost like, if I feel like my protection and and just being kept in a moment is coming from my grandma more than God. Not to say that I'm worshiping my grandma, like I'm communicating with God first. But once I get done, I be like, okay, well, shout out to y'all, grandma. Like I treat prayer as if anyone can hear.
Gotcha.
Including God. And I do think that when we gain angels, we gain like our own personal person who's willing to like look after us and protect us and provide for us in times that we can't do it ourselves.
Right.
And even the times that we can do it for ourselves. And I just think it's so important to just talk to them as if you could talk to them right now.
Right.
And I find those conversations to be even better because I would have never been as open and vulnerable and transparent with my grandma like I am these days. But it always feels like she knows me and she understands that, you know, we may not be living the best life, but we are moving and grooving and shaking to a better one.
Yeah.
And I know those things matter.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you gotta find your own path. But that's very interesting. That's a great take. That's a good perspective.
Appreciate that. So as somebody who creates from a soulful place, do you think vulnerability is becoming rare in music and content today?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Like that's what a lot of people are really frustrated with. Just when it comes to Chris Brown, when it comes to people are on the fence, but when it comes to Drake, like when it comes to the male rappers,
Drake just dropped that album. He is being vulnerable now, right?
They say okay. Some people don't feel like Drake being vulnerable.
He's talking about
I think he's being very, like you said, introspective.
The man talked about he understood how Meek Mill felt. Like, for him to say that, he's never been on that side of the fence to hear somebody say, cause you know, if it's your world tour or your girls tour, like when I was in high school, I think it came out 2015, 2016 time. That was a big thing. Like when he's going at Meek Mill, that was like really, really big. So for him to see how Meek Mill felt in that moment, to me, that was a different level of vulnerability. Me. To understand, like, you know, like, I'm still that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody's saying this about you, talking about you, thinking you this and thinking you that. We're not gonna lie. That beef changed the way people looked at Meek Mill. It did. For a lot of us, people looked at Meek Mill differently. That Kendrick beef changed the way people looked at Drake. And that's why I think people say you're not being vulnerable in that.
I just think there's a difference between a man who's genuinely trying to be better and really better his character, and then there's a man who just has a bruised ego. Once his I can
see that,
because
I can see that. Okay,
his ego is bruised, because I feel like if you genuinely wanted to come back better, you wouldn't have brought up Meek Mill. You would have told us how you felt instead of saying what Meek Mill felt.
No, he said he understood how Meek Mill felt.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like even bringing up LeBron or just the whole 23 whatever.
You know, what are you supposed to do?
No, I get that. I totally get that. But it's like you are causing more drama and more things to talk about instead of just talking about the issue at hand, which is you. You've been the issue. You had a huge ass ego with, crazy pride, and now your shit got put on the front line, and now we just coming up like we got your therapy sessions, which is okay. Yeah. Like I said, like we both said, you acknowledging it is the first step, and I'm not mad at acknowledgement, but I'm curious to know, is the work going to be done? Or because you dropped these 3 albums, your ego is going to get boosted again. And once you get your ego back, are you going to retreat back to being the same person? Because now you have the validation. You have all these things. You have people who want to hear you. You have people was dogging you for a year and some change. Another man was on top, and I'm just curious to know, now that people are listening, now that people want to hear what you have to say, what are you going to do from here?
Okay. Let me push back on you on that. I think that Drake has never suffered this type of embarrassment and humiliation before in his life. This was embarrassing. The man performed it at the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. That's embarrassing. You know, and how everybody just turned against him, turned on him. He got Rick Ross. Everybody with these big records, everybody turned on him, right? I think personally that he's not going to be as egotistical as he was, because what happened to him was crucial. It was a blow. It was so devastating that he would never forget this feeling. It's kind of like the worst feeling that you ever had in life, right? Or whatever somebody did to you and that made you feel worse. Like, you would never ever want to feel like that again. You know what I'm saying? So you would make sure that there'd be certain protections around yourself to where you would never get like that again. That's why I think Drake will change, and he won't be like he was last time. He would never underestimate anybody again, ever.
I doubt that. And I say that, the only thing here is, if you, once again, character carries. A good person to good people carries.
Gotcha.
Ain't nobody turning on you if you are good to them behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, no. At the end of you had Rick Ross, all them people. Y'all was business arrangements.
He didn't see it that way though.
I'm sure he didn't, because he was gaining from them regardless.
If I've been at your house, right, and like your
that's
sister
what these,
did,
but
right?
this that, but we're not regular.
And we this and we that.
They
right?
not regular. We are regular compared to Drake. Because if we being completely honest, once again, proximity. We are all together because we are movers and shakers, and we can make money together, make good music together, and also more money, more power. That's the life that they live in. They have to be around each other. They're gonna be in each other's house. It's going to feel like a close-knit family when money is being made.
Right. Okay.
Now we have this relationship. Money can come, but at the end of the day, this is all pure admiration, friendship, and love. These people are in proximity and friends with each other because of money, power, and network.
Okay, this song finna make it make sense to you, okay?
Okay.
Me and you, right? Me and you met from business, right?
Mm-hmm.
We met, I brought you on the podcast because I thought I loved your music. Mm-hmm. Your voice was so amazing, right? Mm-hmm. So we met musically, right? I mean, businessly. And then me and you have developed a good friendship outside that, correct? So my point is, like, me and you, right? So what if you see me with somebody that's calling you the worst name possible, and I'm in support of that person? How would you feel about that?
Because I will say,
I'm just saying, how would you feel like if you consider like me and you consider each other friends, right?
I would think that it's weird, but I also have friends that still like pictures of the ex that broke my heart.
Like pictures.
No. Okay, let me not say like pictures, but like when they get around him, they act like shit is cool. Mm-hmm. They act like he's a cool guy. They think he's a great guy. He's this and that and the third.
That's fine.
But exactly, that's fine. Right. But you still kicking it. I don't even fake kick it with a bitch you told me that you don't like.
Okay.
And so once again, I've noticed we're two different people.
And you don't think he noticed that too?
No.
He noticed it now. That's why you talking about it.
I don't think he knows that. Because
I understand, like me personally, like I understand with somebody you consider your brother, somebody that you love to death, and y'all did everything together, did things together with. Why would you be in this arena with this guy, supporting this guy when this guy is talking mad shit about me? Now let me ask you something. Now in the presence that you said your people are, is that person that they're seeing talking shit about you?
First of all,
no. That's that question. Are they talking shit about you and your friends are in that presence while they talking shit about you?
I don't know.
Probably. I don't think so.
I mean, I doubt it.
Exactly.
But I will say, how innocent do we think Drake is?
No, I'm not saying. We're just speaking for how he feels, right? Because nobody's really came out and said what Drake really did to them for real. They never really said that. So we just going specifically, this is how he feels. Because it's Iceman Summer, right? So
no.
It's Iceman Summer. Okay, so we're going to get into how he feels, right? He's being vulnerable. And my thing is, he's entitled to feel how he feels.
Yeah.
Because I understand that.
I agree with that.
I feel like if you and the person, like, it's different, like you saying, being cordial with somebody, okay, that's fine. But if the person on stage saying, fuck Raven ain't shit, like, and you just there concert, like, yeah, that's different, right?
But also, Kendrick was kind of telling the truth, though.
But also, it would matter to you if somebody tell the truth.
Because at the end of the day, I think people like Rick Ross and them, I'm thinking about the idea, niggas who in the industry that know the game, that have been trying to search for answers or understand, like, how the fuck is he boosting this shit? Oh, he got bots or he doing stuff through this and that and the third.
Right.
And he ain't even told me this. Yeah. At this point, it also goes both ways. You was close with this person. You was close with this individual. And now stuff that's coming out that's actually true about the individual, it's like, damn, nigga, I've been in your house.
Yeah.
Why you ain't tell me nothing like this? We could have both been eating.
Yeah.
But now it's just clear you really fuck with me and like having me around because you know you bigger than me. You know you gonna do better than me. Some niggas just like having you around because they know you can't surpass them.
Damn,
and Drake and that's why I keep talking about the ego part, because at the end of the day, if his ego is rebooted, at that point he can gain a whole new group of people, but you don't really want people to win. Like, you don't want the best for others. You just want the best for yourself. And at some point, I think some other people realize...
It's hard to argue that, though, when he gave people their only number one hits. It's kind of hard to argue that, though.
Yeah, but Drake was going to do that anyways because he's better than them.
But if I give you your first number one, and you never had number one after me, I've helped you in your career, right? Though. But I'm saying I've helped you in your career, right?
Yeah, you have. But that's all you've done. You have never been able to cross
over to this.
That's fine. That's fine.
If you never did that.
I agree.
But I'm not saying what you're saying about Drake is wrong, though. I'm not saying that he don't do that because I don't know him to know exactly what's going on.
I think those things.
I'm just speaking about how he feels. We're just talking about how he feels. I'm saying if what he's saying is true, because we don't know what's true or not true, correct? Because we don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So we just giving our opinions. So we don't know what's true. Mm-hmm. So I'm just speaking about how he feels from his point of view, right? Mm-hmm. If he's saying this about these guys and what these guys did to him, he's justified in how he feels. That's the argument. Agree. That's the only argument I'm making. Okay. I'm not saying Drake is a good guy. I'm not saying none of that.
I agree.
I can agree with everything that you probably said if that's true. We don't know nothing of this shit is true.
I agree.
But if this is how he feels about what somebody did to him, I can understand that. I can understand the frustration.
And that's a good unbiased opinion. And I think I can go off of that because I think that is fair and I think he's justified in it. Mm-hmm. But once we've said before, there are 3 sides to every story.
Yes.
And I'm just curious to understand, is this out of a bruised ego?
Yeah.
Or is this just because you really genuinely do feel hurt? And I think that either one is totally fine.
Yeah.
But once it's out of a bruised ego, you have to be okay with the fact that people have caught on to your bullshit.
Facts. I agree. So let's move on. So when people listen to your music or watch your content, what feeling do you hope stays with them after it's over?
That they can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
I think anytime I leave somebody, or even if anything I do, I'm a starter. I'm gonna do it. So one, I can see that I can do it and it's possible. But also I've seen a lot of things that I've started And I've noticed that other people was just like, they come up to me and just be like, girl, if it wasn't for you, like I wouldn't, and they have surpassed me. And I'm okay with that, because my whole idea was just to see if I can do it. But to see that you were even impacted by me starting something and then continuing it and flourishing, that's what it's about. You found your thing. And now you can find another thing, and you can find another thing, and know that you can finish and do it. So I think like that's the most important thing. Always know you can do that shit. I'm figuring out my own thing because I'm building something for a long term. I don't know what your goal is. That's why we're not in the same lane. But the fact that you can do it and I can see it, that's fine.
I like that. I like that. So what advice would you give to somebody who feels torn between chasing stability and chasing purpose?
Do both. It's hard, but do both. I say that because even the wonderful woman that I'm singing background vocals for, and I mean, I can't even speak for myself, but she is doing a lot.
Yeah.
God, she's doing a lot. And I know how it feels just from doing it on like a smaller level, but like, or I don't know, but just in a smaller capacity. But to see her do it on a large capacity, traveling on tour, working a day job, doing the marketing for herself, reaching out to videographers, background singers in multiple different states, that is a freaking lot.
It is.
But she wants that shit. Yeah. And she believes in herself enough to know that there is purpose in both. And because it's within her. Mm-hmm. And so I do think you're going to have to, as individuals, as people in our 20s, we have to be appreciative of our limbs, our hearts, our bones, the fact that we can stand up and walk.
Amen.
Y'all not listening enough.
We listening.
I think it's really important to know that if we gotta do it, and we gotta work for it now. Yeah. Because we can. Yeah. Not because we're young. Yeah. Because you could do this shit at any time. Mind you, my brother just graduated from law school at 40.
Hell is you saying? Hello.
And he worked as a counselor, as a superintendent while going to law school. You have to do both. You have to keep yourself moving. Take your time, just like we've all taken our time. I'm not doing a podcast right now, but I'm singing. You stopped your podcast for a good minute. Now you back. Yes. And you working a day job and you doing the edit. You're doing a lot. You have to do both because there is more for you. There's more for you that surpasses stability that you don't know yet. And so please be grateful for the idea that you can. And once you learn how to be grateful for that and you learn how to believe in yourself, do both.
Gotcha. Woo. Damn,
I think it's really, really, I don't think people understand it's so important to do both. And not just to stay busy, not just to look busy, but to understand that you are purpose and you are super important to this world. Like I always say, there's only one you. Your fingerprint it's not even the same to anyone else. Even twins don't have the same fingerprint.
Facts.
So you have your own purpose. You have your own ability to make a change and impact the world and build a legacy. You just have to do the work and explore everything to figure out what is for you. Take it and then go run with it.
Like that. Okay then. So what's something you overcome privately that your audience may never fully understand?
My mind. Yeah, always. But I think I'm trying to figure out how to do my best with it. I've been conducting like experiments on myself lately as a biology major. Still girl. So some things, my mind can really hurt my feelings. Yeah. I can come up with the craziest shit and just sit there and think and make it real. Yeah. And I hate that for myself. And now that I'm very, very aware of it, and just how it shows up in different situations of my life, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to deal with it. And so, for example, during Lent, I gave up alcohol. I made a TikTok video about this, but the idea that alcohol is affecting my body and just the way that my emotions show up after drinking alcohol, or how it even pushes my period back a whole week just because I took a drink. And so I think that has been, don't worry though, I'm giving this up by Tuesday until my birthday. I just need to, you got to take breaks. You can't do it excessively. But yeah, so just like understanding that those things are affecting my body and affecting my hormones and just my emotions, I'm trying to be a lot more aware of what it is my body needs so that I can stabilize myself. Once again, I also been running. I just did like my second 5K, and running is the only time literally my brain stops. I don't my brain don't overthink. If anything, that's the time that I speak most positive to myself. So like I'm always telling myself, just keep going, like you got this, you can believe in yourself to finish. Like those are, I think running is so important to me, and I didn't think it would be. Shout out to my trainer. Happy birthday to my girl. It's her birthday today. But just to know that those things exist and it can shut my brain off, or even comment or even shift the narrative in my brain, is a big deal. I've also like looked into if I have ADHD, or just trying to go see an actual professional to see how I can kind of help that aspect. But yeah, my brain is just, is very overcritical of myself. I haven't always been like this. I think my breakup, my therapist blames it on my breakup, whatever. But I think that kind of just made me be a lot more overcritical of myself. And so I'm learning how to turn that off, because those things aren't true.
Okay, man, this is the last game we're gonna play, okay? It's called This or That Game, okay?
Okay.
This game, like, you pick between one item and that. Now, if you pick both, you gotta take a shot, okay? So the shot is predicated on you, okay? All right, we got studio session or live performance.
Live performance.
Healing in silence or healing out loud. 1, 2, 3.
Silence.
Okay. Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
Jill Scott.
Okay. Lyrics first or melody first?
Huh?
Lyrics first or the melody first? 1, 2, 3, and
lyrics.
Okay. Deep conversations or protecting your peace?
1,
2, 3, and 4, and 5, and
protecting.
Shot. Too late. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 fucking
That's
seconds.
a hard one, y'all, because
I know it was meant to be hard. I know.
Everybody ain't worth the conversation. You have to be aware that some people are just not ready.
Okay. All right. Now we got. I'll let you go ahead and drink that, and then go ahead and take your little chaser. SZA or Summer Walker?
SZA.
Okay.
Push out.
Journey your feelings or turn them into music?
Oh, turn into music.
Okay.
That journaling shit is hard.
City lights or stand low key at home?
I like the city lights.
Okay. Ari Lennox or her?
Her.
Okay. Love songs or self-growth songs?
Love songs.
Okay. Being understood or being respected?
Being respected.
Got you. Planning everything or going with the flow?
Plan.
Soft life or hustle mentality?
Hustle mentality.
Legacy or success?
Legacy.
Vulnerability or mystery?
Vulnerability.
The Weeknd or Miguel?
I like Miguel.
Okay.
I love Miguel.
Creating when inspired or creating through discipline?
Although I don't do it through discipline.
Frank Ocean or Brett Fires? One. Nah, two.
Brent. I'll go Brent. Frank Ocean though is better than.
Oh, when you choose Brent, okay.
Yeah.
The Back to Life era or the era before it?
Back to Life era.
Okay. I like that. Okay, you did good. We got it one more shot. Okay, so last question before we get out of here, man. 5 years from now, when people say your name, what do you think your legacy represents?
What do I hope my legacy represents in 5 years? 5 years, well, I'm 27, I'll be 33, ski? Or 32.
You said that so proudly too. It's so
I know.
wrong.
No, that was like a question.
I know.
Okay, like 32. What would I want my legacy to represent? Honestly, I would really just want it to represent that overcoming doesn't always have to be like so powerful or like built in being strong. I want people to genuinely understand that the journey is far from linear, but as long as you continue to stay rooted within yourself and in your faith and continue to push positivity and impact into the community and continue to serve and be a good leader and a servant, good things will always find you. And the things that are meant for you will always find you. I'm never anywhere that I'm not supposed to be.
Right.
You're never anywhere that you're not supposed to be.
Amen.
And to live a life that's discerning, that's positive, despite what I may feel within myself sometimes, and to live a life that is encouraging to others and yourself, I think is really important to me within the next 5 years of just like figure that shit out. Overcome. That shit gonna suck. But it's going to be so much fun within it. Like, although I've had a tough time within the past few years, I've also had great moments. I literally just had a great moment last night. I've had great moments with great people. And I think it's important to realize that through the journey, it is still great. You just have to learn how to be present and know that it all works out for its good. It sucks sometimes.
That's the word.
But, honey, you can do it. And so that's what the legacy is all about. I'm going to always be present. I'm always going to be transparent about where I am. I'm also going to show you how to have a good time through it all. Live your life. 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 If you don't do anything, live it while you're here and while you're present.
Amen. I like that, man. It's always a pleasure having you back here, man. Damn. Love talking to you, man. I created this podcast for upcoming entrepreneurs and entertainers because nowadays people only care about you once you reach a certain status. I like to show people that there's people out here like you, and it's dope people out here every day doing things, going unnoticed, and like really making a difference in the community, and nobody's checking on them because they don't have 1 million followers, or they not known, they're not doing nothing negative, or you're just not checking for them. So I created this podcast to show people there are people out here that's in the midst of everything you can learn from and create that community with. Instead of some people that's already high, you probably too much can't relate to them or have, you know what I'm saying? But somebody that's in the middle that's not big but very knowledgeable in the midst of trying to become big, you can learn from them because they have more be willing to help you than versus somebody who's already at the top. Because they feel like they got options, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming on this podcast, man. It is always a pleasure, man. You, like I tell you, man, from the get-go, from when we first met, like going to the moon until now, It's like Going to the Moon was the song that was just like, your voice sounded so nice on that motherfucker. Like, it was just like, damn, who is that? Like, who is that? I need her on this right here. Right here. Who is that? Like, this girl, this shit need to be out. Like, this need to be on the radio. This is it. Like, this is the jam, you know? And I'm like, people slept on this? I just, in my head, when I first heard that shit, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, I need to reach out to her. I need to let her know, girl, you the shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, podcast. I was just starting my podcast, too, so he's one of my 21st people that I had on there. So I appreciate you coming on this podcast, man, and you've been real and you vulnerable and you let people know how the fuck you feel, and you don't care about it. Like, you just don't care. You gonna say it. You gonna let it spread. I mean, I don't care what you say. You can leave a comment, but I'm gonna look at it. If it ain't talking about nothing, I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, for sure on that. Hello.
So, man, I just want you to just keep doing what you're doing, and man, keep being great, and just keep making this dope music, man. She did my intro. That was a whole process with Dad trying to get her to do my damn intro. I know you remember that shit. I was like, wait, you're going to do this intro. You're going to do it. Nobody else. I'm not getting nobody else. I'm not getting Sam, Jam, Jack. No, Raven, you're going to do this intro, and you're going to do a good-ass job. And she was just like, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. And then she just eventually got along to it and did it, and that intro is love. People reach out to me all the time and talk about how amazing your voice is. It's dope, man. It's dope. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Give me a social media account.
So my social media, I'm actually that girl RJ, that GWORL RJ, and that's on TikTok and that is on Instagram. And The Authenticity Lab on YouTube as well.
Okay then, man. Yeah, if y'all don't do anything, man, subscribe to Put You On Game now, man. Y'all do not want to miss these dope episodes. She's alumni, her third time being here. How does it feel? Three times you've been here.
You know, man, it's actually really cool because it's kind of like to see the growth. Like, I came in the very beginning.
When I had the motherfucking LAT lights, somebody should have slapped me back then,
It's all about the growth. It's all about the process, the discipline that you have instilled within you. Like, man, you meant for this. It's just only going to grow from here. So just to see the alumni come in here and then they also talk about their experiences and they talk about the different phases that they are in their life. It's cool to see people grow, especially being in the midst of it all. So you're creating a platform for people to do that and show that there is growth within it. Although people may not see it or see how far it has come, child, it's a lot happening.
Right. And each interview we do just gets better and better. I'm pretty sure this shit gonna blow up. And man, just like that, man, we out. Peace.
OG. Let me put you on game. Let me introduce you to the dopest. Your best friends know it, keep the camera lens focused. Atlanta being noticed, we the coldest in a minute. Time is how you spend it, just make sure you pay attention. From my city to your city, coming strong, might put you on something you ain't seen before. Like, homie, you ain't know the kings and queens that bring the things that make you know. Round of applause, I'm on my job, no clocking out. So tell me, what is you talking about? See me on your TV, probably smelling like I'm about to take a picture. Spending money all type of ways, cause God knows you can't take it with you. Let me hit you with the fast, dog. I ain't staying where I'm at, dog. I'm out here like a logo, man, I put that on everything. Big wings, I carry dreams, ain't got time to just maintain. Succeed, my last name, guaranteed I keep it swing. Standing on business, the Lord is my witness, I promise that won't ever change. Just let me do my thing, and I bet I put you on game. Let me put you on game, talking about the beauty of